Hello. I shifting my body. Um, hello. You are in a space that is near and dear to me. It's very close to my little area. The sun is shining. I come here is like I call it my mini forest that's close to home. And because I do not have a car at the moment, I'm just admiring my little space. I usually go to a different forest where it's like actual forest, actual silence, but we take the common peace where we can get it, being close to trees, how I can get it. That's just how I feel. Um, Today is a beautiful day. Let me just say, let me just talk for a second. Today is a beautiful day. First of all, when I walked, I'm going to push you back just a tiny bit. When I was walking here, because I was in the coffee shop writing and I was walking here, it was this moment of just beauty where I am always brought to a smile on my face because I hear the birds. The birds are flying around on the ground, and I am just in awe of all of its beauty. Um, and I can't help but just wonder about how how I'm always just given these beautiful moments where nature is just like, look at me. And I'm like, okay. I don't know how to explain it. That's just how I feel. I feel very light and giddy and just like, but that's always how I feel when I'm out in nature. So I need to be outside. I'm trying to get the best lighting, but hey, we're going to try our best too. Nope, that made it worse. Okay. If you do hear any, oh, I hope you can hear the birds, but if you do hear anything that's like the cars, it's just because there's a road behind you. Technically, you're facing the tree area or people walking by. By the way, I'm just going to shift you again. 222 on the clock. Uh, it's funny because I don't bring any kind of technology. I usually just bring a lunch, but I did not bring a lunch this time. I just brought my bag and like my writing gear, my iPad, um, and a book to read. And I usually just like sit here and meditate. I usually bring like a crystal of choice, and I just let nature speak to me and love on me in ways that I just admire all the time. And yeah, it was very clear of like bring your mic, and I'm like, why? I don't always bring any kind of technology here. I just kind of walk. I take however long it takes. Sometimes it's 2 hours, but to me, time just goes by so quickly that there it is. There's that lighting that I just I just don't care about the time. I just want to be out until either my hands are too cold or um, I need to use the bathroom. That's usually how that works. But it's a really nice day out, and I'm just in 333 when I looked up. Oh my gosh! And so I was like, okay, so this is very new to me. But hey, I do not care what's happening, anybody's thoughts, because we're going to talk. I we're probably going to hear someone talking soon, but I wanted to talk about. Um, I kept like this morning. It was like you're safe, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm safe. And can I say I've had to find other ways, and this happens when I feel like out of balance, to remind myself that I am safe. And at first I was like, okay, where's this going? But as I started like just kind of letting my spirit talk, it was like being safe, like you're safe, first of all. And I'm going to say it again because it's hard when you're like, okay, yeah, people say that all the time, but I don't feel safe. Can I say for me, it took me a while to actually feel safe, like quote unquote safe, amidst the chaos, amidst everything else that was going on. 444. It's just like when spirit talks to you, spirit talks to you. But like, And I realized it was this weekend actually where I was like, why do I feel angst? I feel off balance. I feel off kilter. Well, I was also overstimulated. So um, we've gone back into the silence of just literally me creating and sleeping and listening in the silence and meditating in that, or taking myself outside. So if you ever feel overstimulated, blocked, or just like you don't know what to do, go walk outside. Go be outside. Even just you walking outside will help. And if you can be by the trees, even better. Even better. And it's free. But I remember when I was like on the healing journey and it was like, you're safe. And I was like, but I don't feel safe. Like nothing has felt safe. And it's not until actually this year where it actually finally clicked, this reassurance of you are safe. Here's why. And the reminding of myself too to say that it's hard. It's hard when the majority of your life you have not felt safe. You haven't felt secure. You haven't felt like you could just relax and be you. And I'm here to tell you, like, I feel you. I feel and I understand. If you heard that, that was confirmation. They understand too. But I want you to go easy on yourself. Firstly, I want you to understand that your brain and your body is wired naturally to detect fear or danger, and it holds it. It holds it and it accrues on top of it every time you are stressed, every time you get annoyed, every time you get frustrated, every time you get mad or upset. And not to say you cannot, no, this, which kind of leads me into this. Good, be those feelings, but you need to. I'm switching hands. My hands are cold. 7-Eleven. Be those feelings. You need to be those feelings. You need to actually feel those feelings to now let your body know that, hey, I can feel this, but I'm releasing it and no longer being like I'm safe in this moment. In this moment, there is no imminent threat. There's no threat. And I'm going to choose to align with not the narrative of how I felt. I respect it and I thank it for showing itself to me, but I am safe right here in this moment. Should we? Let's do a breathing exercise. I want you to either you can close your eyes or you can just keep them open. Um, and I want you to just we're going to do 3 breaths. The first breath, I want you to just inhale and then just exhale. Relax your body as you do it. And the second one, I want you to inhale for a count of 5, pause, and then a whooshing sound for a count of 5 when you exhale. So we'll do it together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Just pause, and then whoosh for 5. If you feel like you need to whoosh a little bit more, you do that. You do that. And now I want you to inhale the last one. You're going to inhale. You're going to inhale, almost think of like from inhaling from the bottom of your feet to your stomach and pause. And then from your stomach to the top of your head and pause. And then I want you to open up and go and smile after that. Okay, so we're going to do it. If I can do it where people are walking around, you can do it. It's okay, wherever you feel safe and comfortable. So I want you to go inhale from the bottom of your feet to the stomach and pause. And then from your stomach to the top of your head and pause. And then open up. And then I want you to smile. The smiling is important. And I want you to just assess. Don't try to fix anything. Just assess how you feel. Do you feel calm? Does everything for a second just feel silent? Do you feel strangely at peace? Just clear headed? How do you feel? assess yourself. And I want you to take that feeling that you feel and I want you to memorize that. That feeling is you being safe. That sighing is you literally opening up your heart space. We talk about the heart chakra if you're all into the chakras and whatnot, but that is you pretty much giving yourself that permission to say, I am safe, because anyone that can sigh in any situation sees no threat, whether there is a threat in front of them or not. So it's like, I want you to know that in this moment you are safe, but I want you to also, I want to make sure, you're not to, I'll say it like this: go easy on yourself. You're not going crazy. You're not broken. Nothing's wrong with you because you feel like you can't feel safe. It's because, my love, you've been on survivor mode. You've been in situations where you felt like you couldn't be yourself. You've been in fear. You've been feeding this, and your body memorizes it. So whether you tell yourself, oh, I'm safe, I'm great, I'm this, unless you feel those emotions and hear the story, you have to realize that your body stores it. So it's not that your mind doesn't work, or you keep thinking these thoughts. It's the feeling that matters the most. And you're safe. You're safe to literally trust whatever path you're on. Trust that each step you are taking is the path you need to take. Do not compare yourself, because I've realized on this journey that not everyone's path looks similar. We might have the same story, we might have to some extent, but I feel like, some people's path, their path before they're like, yeah, I figured out what I could do. It's like a sprint, or it's a little 5 mile run, or it's a marathon, or it's like a zigzag or straight path. I feel like mine was a sprint, and then a marathon, and then it was a drop, literally a drop of just trust. And then I went on a path, and that path was zigzag. Everyone's path looks different. And the thing is you're not here to compare. You're here to, if someone gives advice that you feel like you needed, that helped answer a question or a block that you had, to help guide you, if you felt stuck in any way, great. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But do not compare yourself to other people, because your path is your path. And so I started thinking, where it was like, you're safe. You're safe to trust yourself. And I can only sit here and tell you you're safe, but you have to say it for yourself and trust and know that you are safe, because you are safe. And do that breathing exercise again. You might need to do it more than once. But when you've had so much accumulated of not feeling safe, not feeling worthy, not feeling enough, feeling stress, feeling scarcity, feeling like you don't have enough in the bank account. And trust me, honey boo boo, I don't have a job. But when I say the support has been coming from spirit in the universe, it has been coming from spirit in the universe. And it's in these moments that teach me. There's literally a man on a little tractor. This is what I watch. Actually, I face the other way, so my back is facing the road so that I can watch the trees and the birds play, and the hawks and the vultures and everything just fly around me, and just admire it and let the sun touch my face. I honestly, I like find new ways to be in love. It's to the point where I'm like, I need two hearts. Like, I need two hearts. I don't think my one heart can take it anymore. It's like love overload, and I need another heart to off shift the weight. I'll let you know if spirit forms that in my body or not. I'll keep it posted. No, but when your body has memorized and almost in a way mesmerized the feeling of, anything that shifts, anything that's different, you're not safe, even though your heart is like, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay to go, keep walking, it's okay. The little bumps that you hear, it's all right. um, there's nothing wrong with you. You just need to take take steps. That's the point of our path, is to take these steps and learn and listen in the silence. The whispers that maybe you're like, oh, I feel afraid listening to that. Great. Stop and listen to it. Feel the feeling, hear what it has to say to you, and then thank it, but tell it, no, this is what I'm choosing now. And this is what you are now going to tell me. You're going to tell me I'm safe because despite what's going on, I'm okay. Oh, Tractor Man is here. So I think he's like taking the trash and stuff, but you're okay. You are safe in this moment, and trust your path, because your path is beautiful. And the thing is, your path is not confined by the boxes that society has put you in. Oh, there's a bird right here just staring. Oh, hi. Okay. Your path is unique to you, and it will not make sense for other people. It will not make sense for other people. And it doesn't need to make sense for other people. It doesn't have to make sense for other people. You feel it in your heart. You trust that you are guiding you, because you are guiding you, and you're being guided with spirit or your ancestors or source, divine, higher self, whomever. But trust that you are being guided, and the path that you're taking is beautiful. And instead of us beating ourselves up to say, when we compare ourselves, that, oh, well, those people met their path, those people have done this, those people have done that. And instead look at it as like, but this path is teaching me so much of myself, refining me so much. The lessons that I can now hear and listen to teach others, help guide them. Oh, I, Tractor Man. But instead look at your path. He looked so cozy and warm and just like at peace on his little tractor driving around this trail. It's beautiful. But if you just like look at your path as, first of all, let's, and I'm going to talk more about this because this is important. Let's start romanticizing. This isn't ignoring, this isn't being delusional. And who's to say what's wrong with being delusional? What's wrong with faking it till you make it? But if we look at our paths as something that is not trying to attack us, but really teach us what we need to do, learn lessons that will help us, calm our nervous state in things that usually is a trigger for us. I know I went through that. There's some things that I'm still going through that Spirit's reminding me of just going slow. When you go fast so much, you get afraid to want to slow down, even though your legs are like, hey, I need to stop running, and it's okay. So this is me saying you are safe. Why? Because you're safe to feel calm. You are safe to go slow. You are safe to trust your path and still walk that walk, and know that you are not alone, my love. Your path is teaching you beautiful lessons. And if you would just look at it as such, as what beauty is it showing you? What scenic routes is it taking you through, rather than a dark, abysmal looking place? There is a huge blackbird right there flying. Gorgeous. This is why I love this spot. It's literally, I mean, you could just ignore the cars, but when you come later, it's quiet. But yeah, just trust your path and remember that you are safe, and go easy with yourself. You've held on to your beautiful body that still keeps you going, that you tend to want to shame. Instead, thank it. Thank it every second of the day, even if it's bloated, aka me right now, for still holding on such weight and baggage that does not belong there, and still looking like a goddamn queen or king. Okay? All right? If we look at ourselves with the loving and compassion we give to others, even when we don't want to, you'd be surprised of the magic that you're reminded that you see, and you will trust and know that you are safe in these moments. Know that your path is where you're supposed to be. You accept who you are in these moments, not past you, not future you. You accept in the present moment who you are, how you look, where you're going, and that propels you into listening to yourself more and just knowing that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So may you, if you hear these words now, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Not flinch, roll your eyes, or think, "Ah, yeah, well, I'm not." And know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and know that you are safe in where you're supposed to be. You are safe. Say it with me. You are safe. And I want you to breathe in those moments. Do that. And that's simple. I also, side note, actually, let me finish my sentence first because I get excited and then I'm like, um, that's actual depiction of how I get excited too, especially if I just ate something really nice, which is all the time. I just love being fed. But you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you are safe, and go easy with yourself. Baby steps, and do those. You could do that simple breathing exercise. You could do it literally every hour, or maybe like 3 times a day, in the morning when you wake up, at lunchtime, or and definitely before you go to bed. You can literally say, when in the moments where you feel anxious, that instead of looking at it as, oh, this is a hindrance, say, oh, I'm having a spiritual surge. Now, the question is that I'm going to ask myself, is this a message for me? Or is this a message that someone else I've picked up from their energy? And majority of the times you'll realize, and if you, or you could just simply say in that moment, I'm having a spiritual surge, which is a beautiful moment, but my body is not handling all this energy. If it's not mine, I release it. And if it is mine, I ask for you to reveal yourself and tell me your story and be open to it. And the majority of the time, what you realize in those moments is that it's not yours and it will vanish. 2222, it will literally vanish. And you could do this in the morning after you do those breathing. And you can literally ask yourself, anything that is hindering me today, right now in this moment, I ask you to reveal yourself and tell me your story. And then I want you to listen. It can probably be, oh, I don't think I'm going to accomplish this one task, or I'm I'm looping a thought from yesterday, and you think it, you listen, you feel it in your body. You feel the tension where it is. Don't try to fix it. You listen. And then what I want you to do is say, thank you so much for showing yourself. You are an energy. You are in the past. And here's the new script I want you to now tell me, that I am safe, that I no longer align with this thought action, and you display it. The fear that you're feeding yourself or you're telling yourself, and you tell yourself the opposite of it, that you are amazing, that despite what is going on, you are in control of your life and your reality, and you send blessings to anyone in your way today, or that you come across on the road. If you're driving, you feel like you have road rage, because Atlanta be road rage times 1,000 with people. And you just send them blessings and say, because no matter what, everything that is working out for me is working out for my highest self. I am all right. Everything that I want, I already have, and everything in this moment is okay. I am not, I am at no threat. I am safe. And it's the it's the repetition. It's the repetition that we don't want to do that really makes a difference. And you can even say this to yourself once a day. Maybe, and I challenge you to at least do twice, when you wake up and when you go to bed. And remind yourself, because that is what is being responded to. So it's not that you can't be safe or you keep attracting certain things. It's the fact that you're still feeling what is still lingering in your body. So no matter what you tell yourself, if your feelings don't match up, it's not going to fully align. You're going to contradict your energy or your manifestations, your goals, what you're bringing in, the positivity you want, the calmness, the peace. Because what it's truly telling you is, oh, yeah, we want you to have these things, but you also need to let go of what no longer serves you. And that is sometimes doing the scary thing. But when you go slow and you take it one step at a time, one day at a time, it's not scary. You don't face the monster right away in war. You have many battles before you get to the war. So you can build your strategy. You can build how to attack, how to respond, the eloquence in your words. And you meet yourself. You give yourself the speech when you know that you're getting tired some days. And lean on your spirit. So you're safe. Also, I was thinking of doing, and I'm going to do it. I'm not going to think. I was thinking, but I'm going to do it. Of doing a 13-day meditation where, why I chose 13 days is because I am doing this thing where I'm removing fears from people's mindset of it being a negative number, a bad luck number, things like that. My mom fears the number 13. I've had great luck with 13. I don't know what she's fearing, but she's like, she sees 13, she's like, I'm not gonna win. I was like, well, yeah, now you just said you're not gonna win. So that energy you're putting out, you're not gonna win. So I'm debunking some things and going about my life that way because it's fun. So 13, and 13 is actually very rare to come by, and it's lucky. So I think that if we choose to eliminate the fear and remind ourselves that these superstitions that keep us, that we think is just nonchalant, if we eliminate them one by one, we can understand to let go of the fear that we literally loop on our minds rent free. So that's why I chose 13. But a meditation for 13 days straight of kind of showing you different ways to meditate. They don't have to be long, but also, hi, but also just the fact of showing one that they can breathe in a case of where they are, how they are, and you don't always have to visualize, being okay to meditate in stillness. And so 13 days I'm going to take you through a process where I show you how to visualize. I will show you sometimes meditation is just you talking through a scenario to release it. Meditation can be a relaxation where you just need some peace, where you just want to sit in the calmness of someone guiding you, so that guiding you to guide yourself, because that's what you do. You don't tell people what to do in meditation, you guide them to guide themselves. And meditations where you're in silence, to trust the silence, trust that if something comes up or something does not come up, it is exactly what you needed to know and hear, and you don't have to always expect anything. So I hope that you'll join me. I was going to start it next week because I'm ironing out the 13 topics and how I want to approach it, but also letting my spirit lead it too. So next week, I'm going to be doing that, and I'm really excited. I love meditation. Um, I personally now like meditation where it's silent. I do not have any music, any sounds, nothing, and I just sit in that silence. And that took me a very long time to be comfortable with that. Um, and so I want to show you that there is peace and release, and there's comfort and safety in meditation. So you are safe. I think you're beautiful and amazing. Don't forget how proud I am of you, and tell yourself that. I'm reminding you how proud I am of you so you can remind yourself how proud you are of you. And don't be afraid to feel the feelings, feel the feelings. You won't get stuck in them. You won't, I promise. I promise you. Even the darkest dark ones, you won't get stuck in the feelings. Just allow yourself to feel and ask your spirit to guide you. There's literally a bird right there just staring at me. Hi. Okay. um, and yeah, I love you. I'm proud of you, and you're doing great. You're doing amazing. So don't forget that. I'm going to go back to just sitting in this beautiful nature and watching the birds make me laugh because they are hilarious when you watch birds. They're so funny. And just the thought of their big bodies on their tiny little legs just crack me up every time. Honestly, I can't. So be well, stay warm if you're in a cold area, and go outside and enjoy the sunshine or even the cloudy days because they're all beautiful in their own way. Bye bye.